Hey, what's up guys, it's Moonfyye here, and today I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy 16. So for today's video, I will be picking up from where I left off last time, and last time we had some really cringy cutscenes that were just so awkward and uncomfortable that I had to interrupt them to let you know how uncomfortable I was. Regardless, even though we did have to suffer through that, we did get the power of Shiva through Jill, so that is super awesome because now we can use ice powers. I currently don't have any of the ice powers equipped. I could put them on, but I don't necessarily have a lot of ability points, so I can't necessarily use them efficiently at the moment. Regardless though, I am going to go ahead and pick up from where we left off last time. The current main quest we are doing is called Across the Narrow, and I just have to go all the way up here. It's not too far, and that's where our quest will continue. So I'm just making my way up here, and yeah, we are here now. See, I told you it wouldn't be that long. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what's behind this door.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move.
Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Well, it's good to see that Dion has made a good recovery. I always wondered why that medicine girl was popping up, because she was popping up so frequently for like an NPC. So it's nice to see that her like little take on the story is to help Dion recover. I wonder what's gonna happen with Joshua since he has been using so much of his power. Hopefully nothing too bad with that being said. I really hope he is going to be okay for the overall story. Well, these two are right here, so let's go ahead and talk to them.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tham, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Okay, so wait. During that cutscene, they said that Odin had been on the throne for over 40 years, and he's been on there for quite some time now, so I'm not exactly sure how old he is. But yeah, it sounds like he's been on the throne for quite some time now. Alrighty, so it looks like we are making our way to Ash. I am curious to see what will happen, and I'm curious to know if doing these side quests are worth it beforehand or after. I guess we'll find out, right? But anyways, I have to go to the shelves, and I have to go speak to someone, I believe, or maybe just go through the door. I guess we'll just have to find out once I get there. But before I do anything with the main quest, I will buy some potions beforehand. Okie dokie, I have finished my upgrades and I'm just heading to the shelves now, and hopefully nothing too bad happens. Looks like I have to talk to Joshua, so that's not too bad. I'll go ahead and speak to him and see what he wants.
Well then. Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject, and what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away. My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. I might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though, just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Alrighty, so we are going to be going on maybe an adventure tonight. I'm excited to see what happens. Poor Jill basically will have to stand by because she won't be able to do much now that Shiva is gone. Even Clive was saying like, you have to stay on the ship to help protect Mid and the crew and whatever. Because at most she's only able to do so much with her sword. So she won't even be joining us on the main story. So it'll just be me and Joshua on the main quest, and I'm curious to see what will happen. I'm also curious to see what he has to say.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
Okay, so nothing too serious. I mean, it is serious in the overall story, but nothing too crazy. I'm curious to see if this will go terribly wrong or if things will go well for them. I have a feeling that something might happen, like there might be a hiccup for them, but I don't know yet. I guess we'll have to find out once we talk to Otto.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Alrighty, well that was a really awkward cutscene. Joshua just got a free punch on Clive. But I think, you know, overall he's basically just telling Clive like, hey, stop trying to take all these responsibilities on your own. We're all here for you. Especially since he did take Jill's icon. Like, kind of sucks because she's not in the story anymore because of what he did. I mean, she's still in the story, but you know, she's not with us like as a party member anymore. This kind of makes me think of Phoenix Gate, weirdly enough. Same kind of atmosphere. Not atmosphere, but surroundings. The environment, rather. I like the music as well. It's very pretty.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
Yeah, what happened here? Oh, that's why.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and Kashik here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time.
I feel so bad because this whole entire village basically got ransacked by the Kishik monsters. Hopefully some survivors are here, but weirdly enough, every time we've had to fight like these kinds of monsters, we haven't seen any survivors. Also, I do think it's super cool we have Gav in our party. Like, he's actually just with us and not going off.
Caution, brother.
There's more enemies. Josh was like, be careful. Meanwhile, I'm just like, I will fight all the enemies. I want the XP. Yep, not too bad. I'm really hoping to find a chest. Ooh, I did find one. I wonder if there's anything else up here. Ooh, another chest. Awesome. You never know what you're gonna find, so I just try not to like not check everywhere essentially. Alrighty, I'm just making my way to the point marker, and there looks like some enemies are up ahead.
Still
Yeah, a lot. Well, the big enemies are almost dead, surprisingly, after just basically 2 attacks. So that wasn't too bad. Gone. COD zombie is gone. Oh, more enemies? Oh, okay. Alright, so we just gotta take out these enemies. Hopefully no more come towards us. Cool. Nice. Yep, that was the last of it. They made that seem like it was going to be a lot harder. I found this random off path. What's over here? Nothing so far, but it does look like there might be a bounty out here in the future. Just because it's kind of ominous over here. Huh? Oh, there was a bounty here. Oh god. It's an S-ring bounty. Uh-oh.
Oh look. It's the king of the castle.
It's almost staggered, so that's good. Yep, there it is. Gonna try to do as much damage as possible to this big guy. But that damage meter is going up really quickly. Sorry, I meant stagger meter. Oh my goodness. That's not that much damage. Partial stagger, maybe? No, nothing. Gotta get off of this thing. And those. I'm so glad I saved before this fight, just because... Oh my god. Did not expect it to teleport while doing that. But yeah, I'm so glad I saved before this fight in case this does not go that well. Move please. Move please. Thank you. My goodness, my party is taking so much damage. All I hear is like their damage sound effects. Alright, it's staggered again. This thing is difficult to fight. I'm surprised. Like, it does so much damage. I just did not expect this thing to be here. So it's really crazy to see a S-tier bounty. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Nice. Alright, it's staggered and it's almost gone too. Bye-bye. Almost. Alright. Bye-bye. Bye. It's gone. That thing was a pain in the butt. I got some good XP off of it though, so that's awesome. Nice to see that. I got this. It's a new material used for crafting. Modesty is not a trait that comes to mind when one thinks of an orc. Well, that first sentence definitely says a lot. I literally love this description of this so much. It's so funny. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue.
Your reign is at an end.
I wonder if it left anything here for us to pick up. Ooh, a chest. I almost missed this. Okay, let's go to our marker, see what's up.
It's Canberra all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
Alrighty, so we have opened the door. We're just going through this way now. This area does not look like a good place to be. Looks kind of sketchy. I think something bad might happen up ahead. It's just like so dark, so ominous, so serious. That's very pretty. Makes me think of Skyrim. There's literally a location in Skyrim that looks just like this. It's awesome.
Aye, aye.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slavering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own? Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
It seems really random that Joshua just kind of left us. He seemed concerned about all of the monsters there, but I don't know. That was very random of him to leave. I guess we'll just continue on without him. This place is interesting. Makes me think of when we were with Original Sid and going through the forest. But now it just looks like all dead and stuff. I know it's completely different places, but I just think of that essentially. Now we got some mud crab enemies.
Ugh, this place reeks like a moble's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
Well, that was some dialogue. I love Gav's character. He's just a goofball.
Stay down.
Ooh, I leveled up. That was very abrupt. I love that though. I leveled up doing an assassination. I wonder if there's anything here worth looking out for. If I zoom in, it shows there's like a secret passage right there. But I wonder what's over there. I think I'm going the right way. I'm kind of avoiding the enemies right now. Just because I want to see what's over here. Okay, well I gotta take out the birds. Alrighty, well the birds are gone. But what's over here? What is that? Ooh, I got a new sword? Oh wow. That was a really good detour. I guess before I continue, let's see what this is.
This one's awake.
Oh, okay, so this is a time trial thing. Let's see what happens. I'm curious to see if it's hard or not. Alrighty, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to our objective now. I'm just gonna go ahead and avoid the enemies since I already fought them earlier. Looks like they just respawned. Ooh, there's a bridge coming up. What's up the bridge? Bridges are usually really scary in this game for some reason. Let's see.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
Okay, it's nothing too bad. Definitely a really long bridge though, and we did make it out of it.
That must be Eastla.
Alrighty, well I am at my destination now, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what happens. But before I do that, I'm just looking to see if there's anything around here, and there is. It's called a chest. Let's go ahead and open the door and see what happens.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap! No quarter!
Well, we gotta fight the cod zombies. I'm not surprised that there's no survivors, just like every time we've tried, you know, saving people, there hasn't been survivors like I mentioned earlier, so that's why I'm not really that surprised.
You think all the villages in Ash are like this?
A question for later, Gap.
Thankfully these enemies aren't too hard. They're actually pretty easy to take out, so that's the plus side to this.
Here they come!
And come, and come, and come.
Gav sounds so done with this. Too bad this doesn't go that far. It only attacks so many enemies. I might have to change out that attack.
I don't want to die here, Clive.
Then don't!
So many enemies. Oh gosh. Even a giant Avis. Alright, the Avis is gone. Thankfully it had a lot of powerful attacks to take it out.
This one. Isn't over yet.
Of course it bloody isn't.
I'm pretty sure we woke this guy up from his nap, so now he's angry with us. Alright, well that was some good damage on this big guy. What is that attack? Creamy... What? Creamy what? What is that attack? Who did that attack? You guys saw that, right? What was that? I don't think I've ever seen that. What was that? Was that supposed to be there? I don't think so. It's doing it again. Okay, this guy should be gone here. Kaboom. What was that attack? Please tell me that was a typo. I mean, it looked like a typo, but at what cost? Because it looked like something else. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue.
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards. Oh, fuck.
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No! Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
I like how Gav is telling Clive to slow down just because I don't even know what's happening. I mean, I do know what's happening, but, you know, everything is so intense.
So did I.
There might be more enemies around, but before we get there, I'm gonna look around real quick. I'm surprised Odin was just watching Clive the entire time. Or maybe he just happened to get there as we were finishing fighting the Kishik monsters. But that's still just crazy. Like, he does not want us to leave this area. Ooh, what's this? Do we dare go through this door? Let's save.
Anyone here?
Doesn't seem like it. Everyone's gone? Yeah, I think everyone's gone. It's so dark in here. Oh, we can open this door too. Nothing here but something to read. Can open this door too. There's a chest right here. So there really wasn't that much in that building except for a chest and something to read.
You don't want us to go this way then? So where do you want us to go?
I am gonna go ahead and make my way to the marker now though, just because I don't think there's anything else I can do. So I'm just heading up here. Gonna pick up this sparkly. Bloop. I found the chest. I'm just gonna take a quick look over here. Okay, there's nothing there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the building right here and see what happens next.
Please, no.
Miss. Whoa, easy, easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who?
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained.
By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, okay, is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be... The mural is complete. Ultima and his vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But... where is the Phoenix? By the Founder. So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye. Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet. If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll follow. And so will I.
Well, hopefully we can get through. I don't know what's gonna happen with all this. That last cutscene was super crazy. I'm just kind of running away from enemies. There's more here, but yeah. I think the Phoenix was never really supposed to exist. I feel like the whole point of separating the Phoenix and Ifrit together was to basically stop Ultima prior to everything. And it wasn't until someone figured out, like Clive, that the power of Ifrit exists. So maybe that's why, you know, the Phoenix's photo isn't up there. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen though. I don't know if Joshua will survive. It seems as though, you know, he might be in danger or he might not have that much time remaining. I'm feeling kind of bad for him at the moment. Also, currently I'm just heading to the marker and making my way there. It's not too far off. Oh, there's an eyeball again. Mike Wazowski! You have to fight Mike Wazowski again. He dodged my attack. It shouldn't be too bad. He was pretty easy to fight last time. Oh my gosh. He chomped! I love that this is the enemy that likes to chomp. I wonder if this will take him out. Ooh, it did. Nice. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I didn't think it was gonna be too bad either, just because it was kind of easy to fight the last time as well. On the other hand, my marker is pretty close. Doesn't seem like I have that much more to go. Is there anything here? Just a random dark corner? Okay. Alrighty, we're almost at our marker. It's up ahead right here.
This is it, boy. I've come for you, Barnabas. Stay close, Torgal. The tower. It's alive.
well, we're gonna go ahead and end up fighting Barnabas pretty soon, but not too soon, as I am gonna go ahead and wrap up my video here. But before I do that, the story is just getting really crazy. I don't know how Clive will survive fighting Barnabas, if I'm being honest. The fact that we are here by ourselves without Gav and Joshua, I'm feeling just a tad bit less confident in Clive's abilities, aka my own abilities. I'm also pretty sure we're getting towards the end of Final Fantasy 16, as this mission is called The Last King. It could also just be in reference to Barnabas, but who knows at the end of the day. Unless you've already played the game, then you know for sure. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day and or evening. Take it easy and peace. Bye!